2.5 years passed from the time Sasuke left the Hidden Leaf. Naruto grew stronger as Jiraiya's pupil, and Sakura studied medical ninjutsu under Tsunade. Now full-fledged ninja, they joined forces with Kakashi, their former captain. Kakashi announced that he would test their abilities by having them undergo the same trials as in the past.
Well, same rules as 3 years ago. Just take these bells from me. Of course, if you don't come at me aggressively, you'll never get the bells.
We'll show Kakashi-sensei exactly what we're made of.
Yep, we'll show him what the training did. Maybe I'm even stronger than you now, Kakashi.
Stop acting so conceited.
Anyway, you both passed the test, and you'll be going on the next mission with me.
They thereby demonstrated to Kakashi that they were no longer students, but rather qualified shinobi worthy of trust. And with that, Team Kakashi was formed.
Gaara had become the Hidden Sand Village 5th Kazekage. I want to do my best and become someone accepted by others. I can change the way I live my life. Gaara's fight with Naruto during the destruction of the leaf had changed him dramatically. But then, a member of the Akatsuki named Deidara attacked him. To suit their nefarious purposes, the Akatsuki planned to extract Kurama, Shukaku, and other tailed beasts from Jinchuriki, such as Naruto and Gaara. Gaara fought valiantly to protect the Hidden Sand Village, but when completely exhausted by Deidara's fierce barrage of attacks, he was captured and taken away.
Just then, Naruto suddenly received some unexpected news. Gaara, who once competed ruthlessly at the Chunin exam and now served as the Kazekage, had been abducted by a member of the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki had a plan to extract the tailed beasts from the Jinchuriki, such as Naruto and Gaara, to use them for their own nefarious purposes. To rescue Gaara, Naruto and his friends attacked an Akatsuki hideout. There, Naruto found Deidara, who had abducted Gaara, along with Gaara's lifeless body, which had had Shukaku ripped from it. Naruto chased after Deidara, and they engaged in battle in the forest. Understanding the agony Gaara must have endured, Naruto erupted in a violent rage against the barbaric Akatsuki.
Give me back Gaara!
Bring it if you can.
You... I can never forgive you!
With the help of friends, he drove Deidara off and recovered Gaara's body. There was no one, however, who could bring him back from death.
Why Gaara? Why is it always him?
Calm down, Naruto Uzumaki.
Shut up! If you Sand Ninja hadn't put that monster in Gaara, none of this would have happened! Did you ever consider what Gaara thought? Did you ever even ask? You call him a Jinchuriki? Who are you to decide that fate for someone else?
Naruto wailed in grief. Moved by this display, Granny Chiyo, a prominent figure in the hidden sand, gave her own life to bring Gaara back from the dead. She did this because of her faith in the ability of the young to change the future.
Naruto. Lady Chiyo entrusted the future to you and Gaara. It was a death befitting a ninja.
Yeah, same as the old man, the third Hokage.
Recalling that the third Hokage had held the same sentiments, Naruto resolved to carry that hope forward.
When Naruto was fighting Deidara, Sakura took on another member of the Akatsuki, named Sasori, in a deadly struggle. Suffering from Puppet Master Sasori's poisonous attacks, Sakura received assistance from Granny Chiyo, a prominent figure in the hidden sand. This allowed Sakura to gain the upper hand against her opponent. Sakura used the medical ninjutsu and prodigious strength she'd refined through 2.5 years of training to successfully defeat Sasori. In his final moments, Sasori provided Sakura with some valuable intel as a reward for defeating him. He told her of an Akatsuki spy who infiltrated Orochimaru's group. Naruto and his companions returned to the Hidden Leaf Village. Kakashi, exhausted from his fight with Deidara, temporarily separated from the team. Naruto and Sakura, with Yamato taking on the role of captain in Kakashi's place, and a new member named Sai, formed the new Team Kakashi, and headed for the Hidden Grass Village Tenkai Bridge. Their mission was to restrain the Akatsuki spy. Although defeated by Sakura, Sasori had a meeting planned at the Tenkai Bridge with the spy who had infiltrated Orochimaru's group. Naruto and his companions lay in the wait for the spy at Tenkai Bridge, who turned out to be none other than Kabuto. Kabuto was indeed the Akatsuki spy who emerged at Tenkai Bridge. Yamato took on Sasori's appearance in an attempt to extract information from Kabuto. But Orochimaru appeared, making it abundantly clear that Kabuto had switched over to Orochimaru's side. A battle began, pitting the new Team Kakashi against Orochimaru and Kabuto. During the fight, Naruto stirred up the power of the Nine Tails. Although Naruto proved himself evenly matched with Orochimaru, the Nine Tails' incredible power ended up wounding Sakura. Yamato used a wood-style jutsu to keep Naruto under control after admonishing him. Yamato decided to pursue Orochimaru and Kabuto, who had now vanished from Tenkai Bridge.
With the information regarding Orochimaru that he had obtained during his fight with the Akatsuki, he set out for their hideout with his friends and Sai, a new member of Team Kakashi. There, Naruto was met by Sasuke, who had developed at an alarming rate under Orochimaru's training. For the first time since their clash in the final valley, the former teammates were reunited.
Sasuke, I found you!
I'm sick of you showing up all the time. Now I'll just cut you off completely.
Wait, Sasuke! Sasuke!
Without so much as a nod in Naruto and Sakura's direction, Sasuke left with Orochimaru.
Sasuke!
I couldn't stop him again. I'm weak.
So that's the extent of your bond.
No, it isn't.
In that case, everything's fine. You can still bring Sasuke back.
Sai. Thanks. For real.
Lamenting his inability to stop them, Naruto vowed to become stronger.
The new team, Kakashi, returned to the Hidden Leaf Village. With painful memories of how ineffective he was against Sasuke at Orochimaru's hideout, Naruto decided to train under Kakashi to to learn the mightiest ninjutsu. During this time, Hidan and Kakuzu of the Akatsuki had invaded the Hidden Leaf Village. The Jonin Asuma Sarutobi teamed up with his former student Shikamaru and other ninjas to take on the Akatsuki members. Asuma and his team fought a long, arduous battle against Hidan, who continued to rise again despite taking multiple vicious blows. Eventually, Hidan met Asuma with a fatal strike. Asuma passed on his last words to Shikamaru and quietly took his last breath.
With painful memories of his failure at Orochimaru's hideout, he decided to train under Kakashi. At that same time, the Akatsuki's movements intensified, targeting Jinchuriki in various lands. Receiving reports that Akatsuki members had invaded the Land of Fire, the Hidden Leaf dispatched a strike team to stop their rampage. However, the team struggled in its fight against the all but immortal member of the Akatsuki, known as Kakuzu. Having just completed training, Naruto rushed to their aid.
Naruto Uzumaki. I didn't think you'd come for me. You saved me some time.
I'll get you! Wind style! Rasen Shuriken! Hit it!
And so Naruto bested a mighty foe who had once been considered unbeatable. Seeing this, Kakashi could see that the youth were ushering in the winds of change.
Naruto has become strong, truly strong. He's practically surpassed me. Can you sense it? You're always in his mind, inspiring him. You make him strong. You do know that. Don't you, Sasuke?
As Naruto tangled with Kakuzu in battle, Shikamaru took on Hidan by himself. Valiantly fighting a losing battle, it looked as if Shikamaru was trapped in a corner by the immortal Hidan, but it was all a part of his plan. Shikamaru had thoroughly analyzed the information imparted by Asuma with his dying breath, and he devised a strategy to defeat the enemy. Then, after luring Hidan to a trap he had set in advance, he sealed him deep within the earth. After successfully avenging Asuma, Shikamaru pressed forward with the will of fire entrusted to him by his teacher burning deep inside him. Would you rather have the power to commit revenge or the power to form bonds? The power to eliminate enemies that stand in your way, or the power to protect your bonds with important family and friends? Let us know down in the comments.
While Naruto's victory over Kakuzu demonstrated his tremendous growth, major changes were also taking place in the Orochimaru faction. Sasuke had rebelled against his master. Orochimaru had been severely weakened when the third Hokage sealed his arms, and now Sasuke had surpassed him. And now Sasuke had no use for him. Seeking to usurp Orochimaru's power for his own, Sasuke sought to assassinate him.
I knew this time would come. Sasuke.
There's nothing more you can teach me. I'm finished with you. It ends here. A snake that crawled on the earth dreamt of soaring through the sky, knowing full well it was impossible. Still, in vain, it nurtured a baby bird in its own nest, failing to realize that the bird had become a hawk and the snake was now its prey.
This can't be happening! I am Orochimaru. I am immortal. I will not die here! I am the one who will unlock the mysteries of nature. I am the one who will receive everything! I
will take your power.
Defeated by Sasuke's visual prowess, Orochimaru was overthrown. After biding his time for so long, Sasuke could finally begin his quest for vengeance.
Orochimaru's goal was to research ninjutsu. His hope was to obtain all jutsu and understand all truths of this world. This was also the motivating factor behind his search for immortality. Orochimaru began to dabble in forbidden jutsu, leaving the hidden leaf village behind to join the Akatsuki. There he attacked Itachi, also a member of the Akatsuki, to use his body as a vessel for reanimation, but Itachi used visual jutsu to strike back. Orochimaru wished to attain the Uchiha clan's Sharingan, and targeted Sasuke's body for vessel instead of Itachi's, but lost to Sasuke as well. Contrary to expectations, it was Orochimaru who was ultimately used by Sasuke. Sasuke defeated his master, then traveled to Orochimaru's various hideouts throughout the land, making contact with people he had his eyes on for some time. Suigetsu Hozuki was in possession of Zabuza's Executioner's Blade. Karin possessed prominent sensory abilities, and Jugo held the power from which curse marks were formed. After rounding up this band of villainous ninja, Sasuke created Team Hebi. Hebi was formed upon a single goal: to eliminate Itachi Uchiha.
Gathering a small team to himself and naming it Hebi, Sasuke began to plot his revenge against Itachi. However, Akatsuki member Deidara launched a surprise attack while Sasuke was operating alone and separated from his allies. Deidara had intended to kill the treacherous Orochimaru, and so he resented Sasuke for beating him to the punch. Sasuke endured a great barrage from Deidara's artistic ninjutsu, which defeated Gaara in the past.
You're going to tell me about Itachi.
If you can beat me, I'll tell you anything. Sure. Is that how little you fear me?
But Deidara was enraged when Sasuke demanded information concerning Itachi, because he felt his art was being disrespected. Deidara had once sensed something artistic in Itachi, and for that reason, he became obsessed with Sasuke.
I'll show you my biggest, ultimate, maximum explosion.
Is he going to?
Struggling is useless. You can't run from an explosion. You're doomed to disintegrate here. Now are you afraid? Cower in awe, recoil in despair, cry your heart out. Because my art is an explosion!
Shaken by anger and humiliation, he detonated himself to achieve the ultimate art form, with the aim of killing Sasuke simultaneously. Sasuke, however, employed a transportation technique an instant before the blast and managed to escape the explosion. Once and for all, Deidara's art failed to impact the Uchiha.
The Akatsuki was an organization hell-bent on using tailed beasts to achieve world domination. At the hideout of its leader, Pain, there emerged a strange man. He spoke in satisfaction of how Sasuke fully unleashed his Sharingan's power in a fight with Deidara. He then ordered Pain to hunt down Naruto in order to capture the Nine Tails. This man's name was Tobi. He was also a member of the Akatsuki who had fought Sasuke together with Deidara. But without a hint of his typical clownish attitude, he then claimed he was Madara Uchiha.
By then, rumors of Orochimaru's defeat at Sasuke's hands had reached the Hidden Leaf. Naruto and his allies began a search to recover Sasuke, narrowing their focus to Sasuke's objective, Itachi of the Akatsuki. Eventually, it was Naruto who succeeded in confronting Itachi.
If I capture you, I can see Sasuke! You won't get away!
Why are you so fixated on my brother? He's a rogue ninja.
Why am I so fixated? That's easy! Because I'm more his brother than you ever were!
I have shared some of my power with you.
What's the big idea? Weren't you coming after me?
I'm going now. I have an important matter to attend to.
After hearing Naruto's feelings concerning Sasuke, Itachi had no further interest in fighting and left. In doing so, he failed to defeat or capture the Jinchuriki, Naruto. However, Itachi's behavior did not make sense to Naruto.
Jiraiya infiltrated the Hidden Rain village to get info on the Akatsuki leader, Pain. There, he came face to face with his former student, Nagato, who called himself Pain. In the time of the Third Great Ninja War, Jiraiya was returning home from a battle at the Hidden Rain village, when he encountered Yahiko, Konan, and Nagato. Jiraiya decided to look after these war orphans until they were able to stand on their own 2 feet. But was startled to discover that Nagato possessed the greatest eye of the 3 great ocular jutsu, the Rinnegan. After Jiraiya had trained Nagato and the others for 3 years, he commanded them to go out and change their country for the better, and then left the Hidden Rain village for home. Learning that Nagato and Konan were now in the Akatsuki, and that Yahiko had died, Jiraiya was determined to fight his former student to stop the Akatsuki's ambitions.
Upon identifying the location of the supposed leader of the Akatsuki, Jiraiya infiltrated the Hidden Rain village alone. There, he encountered Pain, who appeared to be his former student. Pain was plotting to mass-produce weapons which employed forbidden jutsu powered by the tailed beasts. Although Jiraiya's initial objective had merely been to gather information, he decided he could not leave Pain be. The term Child of Prophecy, which had once been revealed to him, came into his mind. It was said a student of Jiraiya's would bring either peace or destruction to the ninja world. He decided to confront Pain in order to rectify his pupil's errors and thereby thwart the Akatsuki's ambitions.
I'll put an end to this miserable world. It's God's work.
You are a poison to the world. I will take the responsibility of destroying you. That's the last thing I can do for you as your master. Rasengan!
Pain's power allowed him to revive himself no matter how many times he fell, and so it was Jiraiya who met defeat.
Naruto. You never gave up, no matter what. So, as your teacher, I must not give up.
With his last ounce of strength, Jiraiya left a clue toward the nature of Pain's power. For he believed that Naruto was the child of prophecy who would bring peace to the ninja world.
Jiraiya suffered a lethal blow in his battle with Pain. As his consciousness began to fade, he remembered a conversation he once had with the fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze. Minato had lauded the hero in a book written by Jiraiya for his tenacious spirit and determination. With his child on the way, Minato said he would name them after this hero, in hopes that they would one day exude the same tenacious spirit. Never go back on your word and never give up. That was Naruto's ninja way, and Jiraiya was the one who named him. Jiraiya heard a prophecy from the great Toad's sage of Mount Myoboku, stating that his own student would bring about a major revolution throughout the ninja world. Convinced that Naruto was this child of prophecy, Jiraiya entrusted everything to his student. Satisfied with the conclusion to his story, he drifted away to the bottom of the sea.
Meanwhile, at an Uchiha hideout, Sasuke and Itachi came face to face. In his conversation with Sasuke, Itachi mentioned a third man who possessed Sharingan. Madara Uchiha, one of the founders of the Hidden Leaf, who had fought to his death against the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju. To avoid losing his sight at the cost of Mangekyo Sharingan, Madara took both of his younger brother's eyes. Itachi then declared that the reason he let Sasuke live was because he intended to use his eyes as his own replacements.
It's time I settled the score with you, once and for all.
Such confidence. But even with those eyes, you see nothing. You grasp nothing.
You're wrong. There is one thing my eyes see clearly. I see your death, Itachi.
And when this deadly combat came to a close, Sasuke had vanquished his clan's mortal enemy, Itachi. But then Tobi appeared. He revealed himself to be Madara Uchiha, Itachi's collaborator, and the third man who possessed Sharingan. Tobi revealed the truth concerning Itachi, which greatly shocked and confused the exhausted Sasuke. Itachi had been acting fully under the orders of the Hidden Leaf's leaders. It was at their command that he had destroyed his family and become a rogue ninja and reviled criminal. The Uchiha clan had been planning a coup.
Sorry, Sasuke. This is it.
Sasuke finally understood. Itachi had risked everything for the sake of the ninja world, the Hidden Leaf, and his younger brother.
No longer the Hebi, we have shed our skin. From now on, our team will be the Hawk. We are the Taka. The Taka shall have but one motive. We exist to destroy the Hidden Leaf.
Changing his team's name to Taka and joining forces with the Akatsuki, Sasuke resolved to take revenge on the Hidden Leaf. Led by Sasuke, Taka divided into groups with the Akatsuki and infiltrated the Hidden Cloud Village to hunt a tailed beast. At Storm Cloud Ravine, they squared off against Killer Bee, the Eight Tails Jinchuriki.
You're Killer Bee, the Eight Tails Jinchuriki, right?
Who the heck are you? Fools? You fools?
I'm under no obligation to tell you.
Chidori! Ooh-wee! Lariat! Ooh-wee!
With Killer Bee capable of fully controlling Eight Tails' power, Taka was driven to the brink of defeat. But Sasuke activated Mangekyo Sharingan and unleashed black flames to knock out Killer Bee and capture him. This convinced Sasuke that he was now powerful enough to exact revenge on the village.
As promised, I've delivered the Eight Tails to you.
Nice work. I knew you could do it. Where are you going?
First to heal, then to the Hidden Leaf. I'll show the Hidden Leaf villagers my pain, my thirst, my despair, and this hatred of mine.
When Jiraiya died in battle, Fukasaku, one of the two great sage toads of Mount Miyabuku, who fought at Jiraiya's side against Pain, relayed the news to the Hidden Leaf. Naruto was shocked by the news and devastated at the loss of Jiraiya. But he was able to recover his strength thanks to Shikamaru and Iruka's encouragement. To gain the power to avenge Jiraiya's death, Naruto started sage training under the instruction of Fukasaku at Mount Miyabuku. Sage training was highly difficult, as even Jiraiya was unable to fully master it in his youth. But Naruto, with his unyielding spirit and remarkable grit, took on numerous forms of training and was finally able to perfect Sage Mode.
As Sasuke was capturing Killer Bee, Pain moved to assault the Hidden Leaf. His target was Naruto, the final Jinchuriki. One after another, the 6 paths of Pain bested the village's elite ninja, and the Hidden Leaf was utterly destroyed.
Time to deliver pain to the world.
Almighty push! The people felt hopeless before Pain's awesome power. Naruto, sensing the disturbance, rushed to the leaf. With tremendous sadness and anger at seeing the village's wretched state, he charged into battle against Pain.
You'll take me on alone. That's a choice you'll regret.
I'll never forgive you! It hurts! Somebody... help me. I can't.
You're giving up over this? Are you sure you're my son?
You're the fourth Hokage?
I set up the seal spell to appear within your psyche once you sprouted the 8th tail. Truth be told, I hoped it would never get to this point. But then again, I was looking forward to meeting my son as a young man, so I guess it all evens out.
Dad, you're the fourth Hokage's my dad.
You seem to have had so much trouble since I sealed the 9 tails in you. I'm sorry.
I always wanted to ask. Why? Why did you seal the 9 tails inside of me?
I sealed the 9 tails chakra inside you because I trusted that you would master that power. I thought the power would save you when you were up against powerful opponents. I believed you'd be strong enough to overcome the very worst evil that would ever attack the Hidden Leaf Village.
That's just selfish.
Yes, it was. But since you're my son, I was sure you could do it.
The Hidden Leaf Village was destroyed.
I saw from inside your mind. I know about Jiraiya Sensei, too. Hatred is never born from nothing. Fights begin when people try to save what's precious to them. When they lose those things, hatred takes over.
Then Pain lost something, and that's what made him what he is now?
That I don't know. But there is no hatred without a cause. In the end, being a ninja means fighting that hatred. Every ninja fights against it. Jiraiya Sensei left a quest to you, to find a solution that would end this hatred.
But I can't forgive Pain. I just can't. Please tell me, Fourth. What should I do?
You have to find that answer yourself. Even I don't know it. I believe in you. Now it's time for me to go. My chakra's fading. I will rebuild the seal, but this is the last time. I'll always be on your side. Do your best, Naruto.
Thanks, Dad. I'll try.
His father appeared in a vision to provide encouragement. Regaining his senses, Naruto returned to the real world where Pain awaited. In the midst of battle, Pain explained to Naruto that his objective was to create peace and establish justice. This world of ninja is ruled by hatred. To bring about true change, the world must first understand the horror of true suffering. Naruto was able to discern the location of Nagato, Pain's true form, and they engaged in direct battle. During this fight, they discussed how the cycle of hatred could be broken.
Pervy Sage believed in me and left me this quest. So I gotta believe what he believed. I'll believe in my master till the very end!
How can I believe Jiraiya's words after all this? There's no such thing as true peace. Not so long as we live in this cursed world.
In that case, I'll break the curse. If there's such a thing as peace, I'll find it. I'm not giving up!
The day will come when all people will understand one another and live in harmony. After hearing Jiraiya's words, Nagato decided to trust Naruto. With the last of his power, he revived the village's dead and then passed away. Naruto vowed to advance the ideals that had been entrusted to him by his teacher and elder fellow pupil.
After subduing pain, Naruto returned to the Hidden Leaf Village. The countless people whose lives had been saved approached him, greeting him with excitement and a warm welcome. Naruto was no longer the feared, unwanted child of the village, with the 9 tails sealed inside him. The villagers now considered him a hero. This is what the 4th and the 3rd Hokage had hoped for, and at long last it had come to fruition. Naruto had grown into a respectable hero, a protector of the village accepted by all of its people. Which path to peace do you agree with more? The path to peace is found through mutual trust. The path to peace is forged through enduring pain. Let us know in the comments. The 4th Raikage, head of the Hidden Cloud Village, was enraged that Sasuke had abducted his younger brother, Killer Bee. With strong determination to deal with Sasuke, and also for the purpose of discussing countermeasures against the Akatsuki, the Raikage moved to convene a Five Kage Summit for the leaders of the 5 great ninja nations. Upon receiving this information, Naruto and his companions encountered the Raikage and his party on the way to the Five Kage Summit. To prevent his friend Sasuke from being killed, and to end the cycle of revenge between the Leaf and Cloud, Naruto pleaded in desperation. But the Raikage left, unmoved by his pleas. Consumed with a feeling of helplessness after being denied, Naruto broke down in tears, lowering his head in despair.
Elsewhere, although Killer Bee was thought to have been captured by Sasuke, he had managed to safely escape the Akatsuki using substitution jutsu. Unaware of this, his elder brother, the Raikage, became furious and made preparations to hold a Five Kage Summit. Meanwhile, in the Hidden Leaf, the hardliner Danzo Shimura was installed as the Hokage in place of Tsunade, who had been wounded during Pain's assault. Danzo hoped to use the summit to solidify his path to becoming the Hokage. Amid clashing views, the summit grew heated. Suddenly, the Taka launched an assault led by Sasuke. The highest priority target on Sasuke's quest for revenge was none other than the Hokage, Danzo. But before Sasuke could strike, the Raikage blocked his path and drew him into combat.
You, enemy of B, my brother! I, the Raikage, will finish you personally!
I only want Danzo. Everything else will destroy.
Playtime's over. It's time to finish you off.
With Sasuke on the attack and the Raikage on defense, a life-or-death battle erupted.
Don't underestimate the Raikage!
But Gaara, the Kazekage, intervened in the mayhem.
As Sasuke was attacking the Five Kage Summit, Tobi of the Akatsuki appeared before Naruto and his companions. Tobi revealed that his actual identity was Madara Uchiha and told Naruto the truth about Itachi. He also revealed that Sasuke knew of this truth and chose to exact revenge upon the Leaf. Naruto and his companions could not believe such claims, but Tobi continued on. He said it was the blood-soaked, hate-filled destiny of the Uchiha. It was a curse of hatred that began long ago with the Sage of the Six Paths, also known as the father of all ninjas. Bearing all of this on his shoulders, Sasuke planned to release this spite upon the world. For hatred was Sasuke's ninja way. After Toby said this, he departed from Naruto and his companions.
He called on Sasuke, his one-time rival during the Chunin exams, to stop fighting. The hatred that consumed him had turned his heart cold, just as Gaara's heart had been.
Do not let hatred chase you into a world of solitude, or you will never return.
I walk in darkness. I don't intend to listen to you.
With tears, Gaara accepted that his responsibility as Kage was to eliminate Sasuke.
You were a rather impressive boy, but it ends here. I've got no grudge against you, but many ninjas seek your death. Goodbye. Particle style atomic dismantling jutsu.
With Sasuke wounded and in danger, Toby burst onto the scene and saved him. Toby disclosed his Tsuki no Me plan to the Kages. His goal was to revive Ten Tails, the combined form of the tailed beasts, and serve as its Jinchuriki. He planned to use such tremendous chakra to cast Genjutsu on the moon to spread infinite Tsukuyomi across the entire world. Toby's ambition was to use Genjutsu to create a world without strife. He demanded the release of the remaining 8 tails and 9 tails, but the Kages refused.
I may not have strength, but I do have the powers of the tailed beasts. You have no chance of winning.
We won't abandon hope.
Very well.
With the summit ending in failure, Toby declared the start of the 4th Great Ninja War.
Declaring the start of the 4th Great Ninja War, Toby vanished from sight. To push back against the Akatsuki, the Kage decided to create the allied shinobi forces, made up of the 5 great hidden villages, and placed the Raikage in charge. The 3rd Tsuchikage suggested that 2 Jinchuriki hosting the 8 and 9 tails be used to benefit them in battle, but the 5th Mizukage and Gaara spoke out against this. Instead, they decided these 2 Jinchuriki would be placed under protective custody. And with that, the world's first allied shinobi forces were formed. Having escaped Sasuke and his Taka forces, Killer Bee maneuvered around the Hidden Cloud village's perimeter. But he was discovered by the Akatsuki Kisame Hoshikage, and a battle ensued. Kisame wielded Shark Skin, a sentient ninja sword under his control. Although Killer Bee was facing a hard battle against him, the Raikage rushed to his aid from the Five Kage Summit. Now that Killer Bee had his brother, the Raikage, fighting on his side, they defeated Kisame together. Killer Bee was quite intrigued by Sharkskin and decided to carry it away, taking it as his own weapon.
Although Danzo had withdrawn from the summit, Toby drew him into an unavoidable confrontation with Sasuke. Sasuke seethed with murderous intent. Seemingly trapped, Danzo audaciously declared that he would take Sasuke's eyes.
I will crush you.
Big words, boy. The true nature of ninja is darkness. Since you do not understand that, you'll fall here.
Do you understand? My despair will swallow even your darkness. Now that's battling with your eyes. Do not mock the Uchiha.
This will be a battle fought with the eyes. I will not fall. I am a reformer. I will not permit anyone to halt my progress. For the sake of the ninja world, I will press forward.
One down, big brother.
Without wavering, he claimed his revenge against the Hokage. Sakura rushed to the scene. Unable to restrain Sasuke, she found herself in the path of a blow filled with malevolent intent. But Naruto intervened in the nick of time.
Just a little more and I'll know the answer. I feel it. I'll find the answer. In this fight.
I'll crush you.
You know, Sasuke. You and I. Our roles could have been reversed. Rasengan!
Chidori!
And so, Naruto and Sasuke met again, this time as first-class ninja. In that brief moment, they communicated their feelings wordlessly.
I had nothing, but I built bonds. And then in our missions as Team 7, I kept chasing after you. I wanted to be like you. So, Sasuke, I've never said it before, but I'm happy. Happy I knew you.
Sasuke was entirely unmoved.
Why? What do you want? Why are you so obsessed with me?
Because we're friends.
Fine. I'll kill you first.
I haven't proven myself to you yet.
Declaring his intention to annihilate everyone from the Hidden Leaf, including Naruto, he vanished along with Tobi.
When Naruto and his companions returned to the Hidden Leaf, they found Tsunade had awakened from her coma and resumed her duties as Hokage. Naruto, Sakura, and the others were relieved to see this. Suddenly, Naruto was summoned to Mount Myoboku, where the Great Toad Sage entrusted him with the key to the Tetragram Seal, a sealing jutsu left behind by the 4th Hokage. The sage explained that, if Naruto could use this key to unlock the Tetragram Seal, he would be able to draw out all of the Nine-Tails chakra. But, if Naruto's will was to be overpowered by the Nine-Tails, the tailed beast would be fully revived. Naruto believed he needed the Nine-Tails chakra to fight Sasuke, and as a Jinchuriki, he was determined to take control of his tailed beast. Several days later, the allied shinobi forces held a conference. Realizing that the Akatsuki was after Naruto and Killer Bee, the forces concluded the two of them should be confined to a deserted island within the Hidden Cloud region.
In response to Tobi's declaration of war, the 5 great nations formed the world's first ever allied shinobi forces. In order to protect the Jinchuriki, Naruto, and Killer Bee, it was decided that they would be sent to an island near the Hidden Cloud Village. The two Jinchuriki made fast friends, and Naruto learned how to control a tailed beast from Killer Bee. To control a tailed beast, a Jinchuriki must use their human chakra to seize the spirit's chakra. However, the risk that the Jinchuriki's chakra will be taken instead makes it a dangerous gamble.
Oh, I see. You're hoping to gain control over my power. Do you really think you can win?
I've got this!
Naruto tried to control Nine-Tails' chakra. But under the influence of the hateful spirit, he was almost overcome by its malevolent voice. Just then, someone special appeared to strengthen his resolve.
You stay here. Don't go anywhere. Naruto.
I've wanted to meet you for so long, you know? Mom?
Get out of my way, Kushina!
Minato included my chakra in the sealing jutsu, so I'd appear when you tried to control the Nine-Tails. So that I could lend you a hand. What is it? Is there something on my face?
I was thinking about how lucky I am to have such a beautiful mom.
Oh, well, thank you. You have your father's hair, but I'm sorry you got stuck with my face, Naruto.
Why? I got my good looks from you, right? I even wish I'd gotten your straight red hair. It's totally awesome!
That makes you the second man who has complimented my red hair.
Yeah? So who's the first?
Who do you think? Your father, of course.
Hey, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. How did you and Dad fall in love?
When we first met, your father Minato and I were both still little kids. I have a slightly special chakra, and I was kidnapped by the Hidden Cloud Village because of it. But I knew I had to do something in order to leave behind a trail while I was being led away. I snipped off and dropped strands of my hair, carefully, so the enemy wouldn't notice. The Hidden Leaf Village immediately put together search parties, but they had a hard time finding me. We were almost to the border, and I thought that I was done for. But then...
Was that when...
Yep, Minato was the one who rushed to my side and rescued me. He was the only one to notice the strands of my red hair. He told me it was because my hair is so pretty. The red hair that I had always hated had brought me the man of my dreams. My hair became my red thread of destiny. After that, I grew to like my hair, and more importantly, fell in love with Minato. There are certain words I only bestow on the men who compliment my hair. Will you accept them? Naruto, I love you.
Emboldened by his mother's love, Naruto freed himself from the malevolent voice and took aim at Nine Tails once again. Once Nine Tails had been tamed, Kushina apologized to her son for making him a Jinchuriki. Naruto, however, expressed his gratitude. He was happy because he knew that his parents truly loved him. He was proud to be their son.
Minato, are you listening? Our hopes did reach our boy. Naruto, thank you for letting me become a mother. And thank you for letting Minato become a father. Thank you so much. For being born to us.
I am Naruto Uzumaki, Leaf Ninja! My dream is to become Hokage. And to surpass all other Hokage. To become an even cooler guy than Dad. And an even more powerful ninja than you, Mom!
16 years prior. The Nine-Tails' former Jinchuriki, Kushina Uzumaki, and Minato Namikaze were about to welcome their firstborn child, whom they would name Naruto. However, the seal keeping the Nine-Tails with Kushina's body was at its weakest during childbirth, allowing a masked man with knowledge of this to steal the Nine-Tails away, soon after Naruto was born. This masked man used the Nine-Tails to attack the hidden leaf, but he lost control of the tailed beast in a battle with Minato, forcing him to retreat. To save the village, Minato used the Reaper Death Seal to seal half of the Nine-Tails in his own body. The remaining half was sealed inside Naruto, using Kushina's chakra and the 8th sign sealing. They believed their son, Naruto, would prevent the masked man from unleashing a terrible disaster and carve out a bright future for the world in his role as a Jinchuriki. Now that Naruto was able to control the Nine-Tails chakra, he discovered that Shark Skin, sword in Killer Beast's possession, actually had Kisame concealed inside of it. The Kisame that Killer Bee had defeated was an imposter, with the real Kisame residing within Shark Skin, stealing sensitive information from the allied ninja forces. Although Kisame attempted to escape, Guy rushed to Naruto's aid. In a fierce battle between them, Kisame was defeated. When captured and about to have information on the Akatsuki taken from him, a conversation with his former partner Itachi ran through his mind. No matter who you are, you don't know what kind of man you are until the very end. A man on his deathbed discovers his true self for the very first time. Mustering his last bit of power to break free from capture, Kisame decided to kill himself to keep information of his friends from leaking out. Deciding to face death in this manner showed he was even more of a ninja than anyone else. Of the numerous feelings expressed, which is the most impressive to you? A loving mother and beloved child, their bond transcends time itself? Or Sasuke's fury, steeped in hatred, stemming from his deep love for his family and brother? Let us know in the comments. Sasuke returned to the Akatsuki hideout with Tobi, whom he asked to transplant Itachi's eyes in place of his own. He was determined to crush Naruto with all his might and negate everything he stood for. After Tobi completed Sasuke's surgery, someone unexpected appeared before him. It was Kabuto infused with the cells of Orochimaru. He carried on his research of ninjutsu even after Orochimaru's death. Kabuto then proposed to fight alongside the Akatsuki, offering the forbidden jutsu of reanimation in exchange for Sasuke. After Tobi agreed to Kabuto's suggestion, he left for the Hidden Rain village to defeat Konan, who had broken away from the Akatsuki. Although Konan had kept Nagato's corpse hidden away, Tobi stole the Rinnegan from it and returned to the hideout. There, Tobi gave Kabuto a glimpse of the Akatsuki's military power. This power consisted of a 100,000-strong army produced by combining the chakra of the tailed beasts with the Gedo statue, along with the DNA of the first Hokage and the White Zetsu. The allied shinobi forces had 80,000 soldiers in total. But long-standing conflicts between villages meant negative tensions remained, breeding dissatisfaction and distrust among the ninjas. This made it difficult to maintain a cohesive army. When the tension had reached boiling point, the appointed regiment leader, Gaara, gave a speech. He spoke of how his friend Naruto, once a former enemy, had saved him from himself. Then he spoke of how the Akatsuki were after Naruto, and if he were to fall into their hands, the world would be finished. He expressed the pain they shared, how there were no enemies among them. Gaara implored everyone to work together in order to save their friends and the world from disaster. Gaara's speech resonated with the ninja, bringing cohesion to the group and a shared purpose to face the Akatsuki in battle. At last, the Fourth Great Ninja War had begun. The allied shinobi forces clashed with the reanimated ninjas and White Zetsu troops in deadly battles throughout the ninja world. Dead members of the Akatsuki, former Kage, and skilled ninjas from various villages were brought back to life, and forced to fight under the orders of Kabuto. Kakashi once again confronted Zabuza and Haku, whom he once fought to the death in the Land of Waves. He told them they made it possible for Naruto to discover his ninja way, helping him grow into a remarkable ninja. You were the best opponents Naruto could have hoped for in his first battle. After proclaiming this, Kakashi sealed away Zabuza and Haku. He was furious that someone would use the reanimation jutsu to force the dead to fight against their own will.
The Fourth Great Ninja War began. Allied shinobi forces clashed with powerful reanimated warriors in a horrific battle between the living and the dead. Naruto could sense the war even without being notified, and, together with Killer Bee, quickly departed their sanctuary. Harnessing the tailed beast power in Nine Tails chakra mode, he set out for the battlefield along with Killer Bee. Before they could arrive, the Raikage A and Tsunade appeared in order to block their path.
We're here to stop you! We can't let you go any further! If you insist upon trying to go, then right here, I will destroy you!
I've got a lot up my sleeve. I'm gonna win this battle for sure. When I harnessed the power of Ninetails, my dad let me meet my mom. He left Chakra behind so that when the Ninetails seal was opened, my mom could come see me, you know? It was only for a moment, but the two of them gave me something. Something so big that they made me believe I could do it. So I won't fail.
Naruto had inherited skills from his parents. So too had Killer Bee inherited skills from A. They knew they could not lose as long as they retained those things. They boldly declared this to A.
Let's go!
A threw a punch toward Naruto at full force, but Naruto evaded it with an impressive dodge. That technique, known as Yellow Flash of the Leaf, brought to mind his father, Minato. Having passed the test, A allowed them to join the war. Having persuaded the Raikage, Naruto and Killer Bee set out for the battlefield once more. On the way, they came across two unexpected figures. Nagato, who had tormented Naruto with the 6 paths of pain, and Sasuke's elder brother, Itachi. Both of them had been reanimated by Kabuto.
Summoning Jutsu!
Itachi was released from his reanimated state through Koto Amatsukami, a genjutsu of the highest caliber which had once been stored in Naruto. Nagato, under the control of Kabuto, attacked Naruto and Killer Bee with the power of Rinnegan. With Itachi now on their side, they engaged Nagato in combat.
How dare you force me to fight him?
Sorry about all this.
Just before being sealed, Nagato regained his senses. Promising to watch over Naruto's story, he declared it would become a great masterpiece.
I'll put a stop to this war on my own.
On your own? No matter how strong you get, don't ever try to take it all on alone. If you do, you're guaranteed to fail. Simply becoming Hokage won't make everyone accept you. Everyone's acceptance is what gets you there. Never forget your friends.
In the meantime, Gaara and the Tsuchikage had gained the upper hand in a fight against Kages from the past. But a new shinobi who had been reanimated turned the tide against them. It was Madara, the man known as the Legend of the Uchiha. The renowned ninja's overwhelming power devastated the allied shinobi forces.
I fought him before. I'm the perfect match for him.
No, that won't do. The ninja world depends on this battle. I'm fighting too.
And so am I!
Normally I tell you to butt out, but with him as an opponent, I'll make an exception. Kazekage! Naruto! We're stopping him!
Don't get your hopes up, old man.
Earth style! Super lightened boulder jutsu!
This is thanks for entertaining me. I shall blow you clean away!
But against Madara's unimaginable might, Naruto, Gaara, and the Tsuchikage Onoki were all pushed to their limits. Tsunade and the Raikage stormed in to lend their support, once again uniting all 5 Kage on a single battlefield.
Leave this Madara to us. We'll settle this quickly. I leave the other Madara to you as a step toward hope for the future.
We will protect you on this battlefield, so you go to the other side and fight to protect us. Naruto, this is our message to you. Victory is ours!
The ninja villages, once separate, now joined together in an alliance. This may lead to an end to the chaos and hatred of the ninja world. Entrusting Naruto with the fight against Tobi, the Five Kage faced off against Madara. Using his Rinnegan jutsu to control reanimated Jinchuriki, Tobi prepared for battle. Sent by the Five Kage, Naruto and Killer Bee encountered Tobi and steeled themselves for battle.
And I'm gonna enjoy ripping that mask off of you!
To remove this mask, you will have to break bones.
Let's go, Bee!
No problem, yo!
Blow him away!
Eight Tails, that be me, the rapping Killer Bee! Ooh-wee! Tail Beast 8 twists!
Go! Just as they were about to counterattack, Tobi forced 3 of the Jinchuriki to fully transform and begin a ferocious assault.
You're done.
Super Leaf Adamantine Hurricane!
Even under the overwhelming onslaught, Naruto managed to communicate with the beast known as Four Tails. The beast revealed to Naruto that Nine Tails' true name was Kurama, which made Naruto deeply desire friendship. Naruto's greatest desire was to befriend the tailed beasts.
I'm gonna take care of that hatred in you someday!
This softened Kurama's hardened heart and convinced him to cooperate.
You're not a demon fox anymore. You're my partner. Kurama! Anyway, let's get going.
As the battle intensified, Naruto directly addressed the tailed beasts and Jinchuriki under Tobi's control. They revealed their names to him and entrusted him with the future relationship between humans and tailed beasts. Honoring their trust, Naruto successfully released them from the Jinchuriki. Slowly but surely, his growth began to exceed Tobi's expectations. Tobi began to fear that his plans were unwinding. As the battle with Tobi unfolded, Sasuke, who had awakened his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, set out for the battlefield. Along the way, he happened upon Itachi, who had been reanimated. He was on his way to Kabuto's hideout to put a stop to the chaos that his reanimation was causing. Sasuke poured out his feelings to the brother he had long thought to be dead. Itachi was sparing in his response. The two brothers soon found themselves squaring off against Kabuto together. Kabuto had injected Orochimaru's cells into himself in the hopes of surpassing his former master's power. Appalled by Kabuto's transformation, Sasuke braced himself for the battle with Itachi at his side.
Itachi. You always told me later, and next time, and then you died. So this time, I'll make sure you keep that promise.
Right. Those who cannot accept themselves are doomed to fail. Those such as Kabuto. And my own past self. Yes, what Kabuto is doing now is a mistake. However, to condemn him alone is also a grave mistake. I pray that, unlike myself, he realizes this before death claims him. Tsukuyomi.
After subduing Kabuto, Itachi had him perform the seals to dispel the reanimation jutsu. As Itachi began to dissolve, Sasuke said that he could never forgive the hidden leaf for what it did to him. He explained that although he understood Itachi's wishes, he must still destroy the village that Itachi once protected.
No matter what you become, I will always love you.
Of the bonds forged by overcoming hatred, which one moved you the most? Is it Sasuke after uncovering the hidden truth and finding love? Sasuke and Itachi are brothers once more? Or is it, freed from the confines of hatred, Naruto and Kurama work together? Let us know in the comments.
Itachi had freed the allied shinobi forces from the scourge of the reanimation jutsu. Released from the bondage of the forbidden jutsu, the souls of the dead ascended one after another. However, by exploiting a secret allowing a deceased person to dispel reanimation if they knew the seal, Madara alone remained. Elsewhere, Tobi had been working to revive Ten Tails in order to cast Infinite Tsukuyomi. If he succeeded, it would mean the end of the world. To thwart Tobi's scheme, Naruto unleashed a ferocious assault together with Kakashi and Might Guy.
The world no longer needs hope, a future, or any famous heroes.
I had a dad, a mom, an old man sage. Kids look up to heroes. I'm gonna become the best Hokage there's ever been! That's my dream, you idiot!
The three of them were able to destroy Toby's mask with a coordinated attack.
This is it! Who are you?
Seeing Toby's true identity left Kakashi deeply shaken.
Obito, is it really you?
If you survived, then why didn't you?
My survival doesn't matter now. But if you truly want a reason... Because you... let Rin die.
It was Obito Uchiha, Kakashi's former friend, who was believed to be dead.
The Third Great Ninja War. The war claimed many ninja lives, but from beneath their sacrifice rose new heroes. During that time, Kakashi had just been promoted to Jonin. He formed a team with Obito Uchiha and Rin Nohara, under the direction of Minato, who was also a Jonin. Kakashi's first mission as a captain was to destroy the Kanabi Bridge, which was used for an enemy supply route. Although Kakashi was a capable ninja, he was also a stickler for the rules. Conversely, Obito was not the greatest in ability, but had a tender in heart. This difference in abilities and philosophies had them constantly butting heads. Minato explained the importance of teamwork to his students, but had to separate from Team Kakashi to take on a mission in a different area. From that point, the three of them would take on missions as Team Kakashi, but following an enemy attack, Rin was abducted. Kakashi wanted to abandon Rin and prioritize the mission, but Obito was furious at him for that decision, demanding that they instead go after Rin. There was a reason for Kakashi's strict adherence to rules. In the past, his own father prioritized teammates' lives. This resulted in a failed mission, causing others to vilify him. Despairing, his father took his own life. It was very traumatic for young Kakashi. But Obito's words shook Kakashi to the core. Those who break the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. Kakashi was now determined to rescue Rin and fought alongside Obito to successfully bring her back. Kakashi lost an eye in this battle, and Obito pushed him away from a failing boulder, getting crushed in his place. Being mortally wounded, Obito asked Rin to transplant the Sharingan from one of his eyes into Kakashi. After a successful transplant, Obito asked Kakashi to watch over Rin as he cared deeply for her. He then disappeared beneath the collapsing rubble. Although Obito was thought to have died, he was saved by an old man calling himself Madara Uchiha. Madara had told him that reality is hell. He revealed his goal of using a genjutsu to create a dream world, asking Obito to help him achieve that dream. Although Obito was grateful to Madara for helping him, he refused that offer, instead pushing himself through grueling rehabilitation to reunite with Rin and Kakashi. In just a little while, I'll be able to see you two. In the midst of his own thoughts, he received information regarding Kakashi and Rin. They were under attack by a group of hidden mist ninja, putting them in a grave danger. In a rush to save his friends, Obito bid farewell to Madara. Yet when he arrived, he witnessed Kakashi impaling Rin. I am in hell. Facing the reality of Rin's death, causing Obito to spiral into despair, he slaughtered the hidden mist ninjas and returned to Madara.
With his mask gone, there was no doubt. Madara, who had completely subdued the Five Kage, joined them. The two shinobi who had incited the Fourth Great Ninja War finally came together. Madara had once saved Obito from the brink of death during the Battle of Kanabi Bridge. Obito underwent a long, painful rehabilitation to make his return as a shinobi, but fell into a deep despair after witnessing the death of his beloved Rin Nohara. Seeking salvation in the world of illusion, he was attracted to Madara's project Sukenome, and the two began their shadowy work together. And that brings us to 16 years before the present. In order to destroy the hidden leaf, Obito had released Nine Tails from Naruto's mother, Kushina, who was also a Jinchuriki. But the fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze, rushed to the scene.
Who are you? Why are you attacking the leaf?
What good would it do if I told you? Anyway, you'll all be finished off in no time.
There is no hope for you. He succeeded in separating Nine Tails from Obito.
Contract seal?
The Nine Tails is no longer yours.
You are worthy of your title, Fourth Hokage, inflicting injury upon me and separating me from the Nine Tails. But in the end, everything will bend to my will.
Although praising Minato's skills, Obito boasted that he was the one who would rule the entire world. He then departed from the village. Within Obito's heart, there was a sense of nothingness caused by Rin's death. He no longer cared for the world, and that very feeling became the guiding principle that motivated him.
At last, the Ten Tails was resurrected. It was a much larger, menacing creature than any other tailed beast, attacking Naruto and his companions as its claws gouged the earth. The allied shinobi forces fighting on various battlefields rushed to Naruto's aid, and by working together, they were able to restrain the Ten Tails. Naruto declared the allied shinobi forces jutsu as the most powerful of all, able to outmatch the infinite Tsukuyomi. Together with his allies, they unleashed a barrage of brutal attacks against Obito and Madara. But the Ten Tails suddenly changed its form, using a powerful tailed beast bomb to destroy the allied shinobi forces' headquarters. Attacks from the Ten Tails were taking out ninjas right and left, and Niji Hyuga sacrificed his life to protect Naruto. Naruto was overcome with tremendous sadness, but Hinata encouraged him to carry on, allowing him to confront the Ten Tails with Neji's intentions in mind.
While Naruto and his comrades engaged in a deadly struggle with Obito, Sasuke revived Orochimaru using Curse Unsealing. Using Orochimaru's reanimation technique, he called back the souls of the past Hokage in order to question them about the truth. After reuniting with Itachi, Sasuke's thirst for vengeance against the Hidden Leaf had reached another level. At the same time, he decided that he had to learn more about his brother's desire to protect the village. Revived through reanimation, the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju, heeded Sasuke's request and began telling the story of the founding of the Hidden Leaf. And that was a tale of discord between Hashirama and Madara. The two men structured the village by engaging in cooperation that transcended familial bounds. Over time, however, the rift between them deepened until Madara rebelled and confronted Hashirama.
I have found another way. Until I reach the path to my true dream, I shall enjoy fighting with you.
If you're a threat to my precious things, I will not let you go.
To protect the village, Hashirama hardened his heart and slew his longtime friend, Madara. After listening to this story, Sasuke asked Hashirama about the purpose of the village and the meaning of being a shinobi. The first Hokage replied that a shinobi is one who endures.
Sorry, Sasuke. Maybe another time. Sorry, Sasuke. This is it. I will always love you.
I'm going into battle. The village. Itachi. I won't let it all be in vain.
Knowing the origin of shinobi and the village, Sasuke came to a conclusion.
I won't let Itachi's effort or the Hidden Leaf Village go to waste. Sasuke came to this conclusion after hearing stories from the former Hokage. Then he rushed to the battlefield, declaring to Naruto and his Hidden Leaf peers that he would become Hokage and bring change to the Hidden Leaf Village. Most of Sasuke's peers were greatly unsettled by his declaration, but Naruto and Sakura stood by his side. Team 7 rose once again. In perfect coordination, they confronted the Ten Tails together. Almost as if its rival Team 7, Kaiba and Team 8, along with Shikamaru and Team 10, would face the Ten Tails as well. The former Hokage rushed in alongside Sasuke, forming a powerful barrier to seal the Ten Tails' movements. Thus, the merging of Sasuke's power with the former Hokage reinvigorated the allied shinobi forces, elevating the fight against the Ten Tails to a new level of intensity. While Naruto and his companions unleashed ferocious attacks against the Ten Tails, Kakashi and Obito fought man-to-man in the space-time dimension. Obito taught Kakashi the importance of camaraderie, but the war then claimed him. Although Kakashi was asked to keep Rin safe by Obito, she lost her life at his own hands. Holding on to this past tormented Kakashi with regret. Because Kakashi was harboring this sense of guilt, he was unable to fight effectively, showing signs of hesitation. but to protect his friends and the entire world, along with the will of the Obito he once knew, who lived on in his heart, Kakashi knew he had to defeat the Obito in front of him. To close out their evenly matched battle, Obito conceded victory to Kakashi and left the space-time dimension to return to the battlefield. Madara looked at Obito, who had been severely wounded, and determined he would no longer be of any use. Madara tried to control Obito's body to achieve his full resurrection. But Obito was able to shake free, completing the seal to become the 10 Tails Jinchuriki.
Soon, 10 Tails was revived. The combined might of allied shinobi forces, Sasuke, and the reanimated Minato, and other Hokage, was not enough to prevent Obito from becoming the 10 Tails Jinchuriki. Metamorphosizing into a grotesque form, Obito was now immune to all of their attacks. Minato, his former teacher, was filled with deep regret. He lamented the fact that, if only he had realized the masked man's identity 16 years ago, he could have stopped Obito and prevented Kushina's death. Obito ridiculed Minato in his sorrowful state and disparaged him for being a powerless ninja.
I'm glad the Hokage was my teacher. It taught me to give up on becoming one.
You weren't even able to become one. What gives you the right to make fun of a Hokage? A Hokage, like my dad. Don't you dare make fun of him!
He had discerned that only attack powered by Sage Jutsu could harm Obito. Father and son united to oppose Obito in battle.
Naruto, do you know what day tomorrow is? Yes, the anniversary of the day that Minato and Kushina died.
Then that means tomorrow. Is my birthday. It wasn't the end at all. Because I'm in this world now.
With the cooperation of Minato and other allies, Naruto struck Obito with Rasengan enhanced by Sage Jutsu.
Naruto, don't overdo it!
Ha! I'm fine. I wouldn't be a ninja if I couldn't take it.
Why does it feel like I'm fighting with Kushina?
Seeing their child fight with such leadership, he was filled with reassurance. Their mortal clash with Obito continued. Although astounded by his opponent's ability to endure attacks, Naruto resolutely assailed the enemy with Sasuke's support.
This world is about to die. Yet you still fight. Why?
I won't let this world end. I'm gonna protect it for sure!
Obito then manifested Ten Tails' final form, the Divine Tree, in order to set the stage for infinite Tsukuyomi.
Just stay still! You all withstood quite enough. You will feel no pain. It will end in an instant.
Naruto, are you done? Here I go.
Again. He's going off alone again. Am I... like before? No. I won't let him go. Ever again. Wishing I had done something I didn't! Sasuke! I'm going too!
Repentance always comes too late. This is what you want?
It may come too late for me, but if I let this end without doing what I need to do, then I'll really be left with nothing but regret!
Then, in the world of the mind, Naruto came directly up against Obito. Witnessing the strength of the bonds between ninja, Obito began to experience a change within his heart.
Am I? Regretting what I've done?
Putting a mask on doesn't change anything. No matter what kind of mask you wear, you can't change what's in your heart. No matter what words you use. The fact that you're Obito Uchiha will never change.
There's no meaning in that name anymore. I'm not a person anymore. I'm a guide who will lead people to the next level. The second sage of the Six Paths!
No. You're Obito Uchiha. We had the same dreams once, but now you become the exact opposite of the Hokage!
What I'm doing is no different than the job of the Hokage. In fact, I've gone a step further. I can make peace a reality. There's no reason to force yourself to walk down a dangerous path that doesn't even have an end in sight. If there were another path that was faster with a clear end, everyone would choose it.
Who taught you that one path was dangerous in the beginning? You won't really know for sure until you walk down it. The Hokage is the person who walks in front of everyone and bears all the pain. There's no such thing as an easy path for someone who becomes the Hokage. Once you become one, there's no turning back. Come over to my path, as Obito Uchiha, as a ninja of the Hidden Leaf, and make up for what you've done.
No, I abandoned Obito Uchiha. I'm...
Stop trying to hide yourself! You're you! Stop running! Come over to our side! You should get it by now! Stop trying to act tough! Stop hiding yourself! You're Obito Uchiha from the Hidden Leaf Village, who wanted to become the Hokage! My dad, Kakashi-sensei, and I won't abandon you! Bring it on already, you idiot!
Oh! Naruto!
With the weakness of his heart and his true emotions perceived by Naruto, Obito acknowledged his defeat. However, with Obito sufficiently weakened, Black Zetsu possessed his body and successfully revived Madara. But instead of some deathly form, he fully resurrected the legendary ninja as a living person.
Limbo! Border jail!
Armed with such incredible power, Madara easily bound Kurama and the other tailed beasts in chains. Following the extraction of his tailed beast, Naruto fell unconscious.
Which world would you prefer? The real world or the infinite Tsukuyomi? The real world, where the views of a diverse range of people intersect and substantial truth exists? Or the world of the infinite Tsukuyomi, where things progress according to your own ideals, but falsehoods lacking substance run rampant? Let us know in the comments.
In that state, he drifted to an otherworldly place where he came to learn the origin of ninjutsu. When ninjutsu, or rather ninshu, emerged, there were two brothers. The genius elder Indra and the aloof younger Ashura. Although Indra was an exceptionally skilled practitioner of ninju, it was Ashura who was chosen as the next leader. Ashura practiced a way of life that valued the bonds between friends, and so he was recognized as the future of ninju. Indra, however, was unable to accept that decision and assaulted his brother. Thus began a conflict between brothers that stretched many long years.
With this power, I will establish perfect order. I will forge a perfect world without strife.
There is no place for such violence, elder brother. I do not wish to fight you.
You intend to engage me in combat, as if you are worthy enough to be my opponent!
Elder brother!
Ashura, I will never accept Ninshu, to say nothing of you.
Ashura and Indra. Although their physical forms perished, the chakra they generated was reborn countless times without ever disappearing. And so, in the current age, the younger brother Ashura was reborn as Naruto, while the elder brother Indra was reborn as Sasuke. Chakra should not be used to amplify the power of only one individual. If power is concentrated in any one person, they will lose control and ultimately be possessed by that power, just as happened with Madara in the current age. Learning the origin of ninjutsu, Naruto gained renewed determination to fight for his friends.
Fully resurrected, Madara critically wounded Sasuke, causing him to slip into a coma. Sasuke then met the Sage of the Six Paths in the world of the mind, just like Naruto. Naruto is the reincarnation of Ashura, as Sasuke is the reincarnation of Indra. The Sage of the Six Paths said he once entrusted everything to his younger son Ashura, and wasn't able to give anything to his older son Indra, which led to a great calamity. He then declared that, as his son's reincarnations, it was up to Naruto and Sasuke to determine what becomes of this future. Receiving power from the Sage of the Six Paths, Sasuke awakened and rushed to Naruto's location.
After he awoke, Naruto joined with Sasuke to face Madara once again. Madara had absorbed the divine tree, gaining an immortal form. In unison, Naruto and Sasuke took up the challenge of fighting this unprecedented enemy.
You cannot defeat me. I have the power of the six.
I'm not gonna defeat you, stupid! We're gonna defeat!
You, Madara.
Ah!
Madara repelled them both and activated Infinite Tsukuyomi. However, immediately after, he was stabbed in the chest by Black Zetsu.
And I've been waiting for this moment the entire time. The moment when you complete the infinite Tsukuyomi and use up all your power.
You ingrate.
What? What's going on?
where Madara had stood, there then appeared the progenitor Kaguya Otsutsuki, who first possessed chakra.
A long time ago, Kaguya Otsutsuki came into the ninja world from somewhere unknown. She partook of the chakra fruit on the divine tree, using the power gleaned from this to end chaos throughout the world. Feared and worshipped by the people, Kaguya would later give birth to two sons. Their names were Hagoromo and Hamura. Both born with chakra inside of them, Hagoromo would later be known as the Sage of the Six Paths. But Kaguya's covetous obsession with acquiring more power drove her to fuse with the divine tree, in an attempt to take back the chakra dispersed among her own children. Attacking her own sons as the 10 Tails, an incarnation of the divine tree, only brought ruin upon herself. Kaguya had lost the battle to her sons, but just before being sealed away, she birthed Black Zetsu as an extension of her will. Black Zetsu was a child of Kaguya, and the physical manifestation of its mother's will. It then set out to revive her. Black Zetsu incited Indra to anger when he was overlooked as the successor of Ninshu. It also manipulated the sense of inferiority and desire for revenge held by Indra's descendants. Ashura and the Senju clan, Indra and the Uchiha clan. Black Zetsu orchestrated a history of war between these clans, and latched onto Indra's reincarnation, Madara. By cleverly manipulating Madara and diverting an enormous amount of chakra, collected from ninjas by using the infinite Tsukuyomi, it ultimately freed Kaguya from the seal.
Sweat just keeps pouring out of me! This chakra is crazy!
It's on a whole different level than Madara's.
Naruto and his allies engaged in a desperate struggle against an enemy with the power of a god. But having obtained Obito's Sharingan once again, Kakashi relayed instruction to Team 7's former members, allowing them to regain their composure.
What do you say we go and save the world?
Yeah! Got it!
All chakra belongs to me. It's time to unite it all again.
We're both women here, so don't make fun of me!
No!
Yes!
Six Paths! Planetary devastation!
By working together, Team 7 ultimately succeeded in sealing Kaguya. The tailed beasts absorbed by Kaguya were released, finally bringing an end to the long and bitter war.
Dad. Before I disappear, there's something I wanted to say to you. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Tell Mom on the other side. Tell her that she doesn't need to worry about me at all. That I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. I'll tell her everything.
All that remained was for Naruto and Sasuke to combine their powers to dispel the infinite Tsukuyomi. However, Sasuke declared that he would execute the Five Kage.
This is my answer. Revolution. Planetary devastation!
The brothers' battle is going to end here.
Sasuke declared that he would execute the Five Kage, bind the tailed beasts with a genjutsu, and capture them with planetary devastation. He claimed he would destroy what the Kage had built up to now and rebuild the village free from darkness. What I am calling for, what I am bringing forth, is revolution. Sasuke wanted to create a new ninja world, while Naruto wanted to save it. For Naruto to put an end to this long drawn out fraternal strife, he had to go with Sasuke to the final valley.
He remembered Itachi, who died branded as a traitor and rejected by everyone. Concluding that Itachi most of all deserved to be Hokage, Sasuke decided that he alone would bear all the hatred just as his brother had. That, however, was a way of thinking Itachi rejected, as he once explained to Naruto.
Simply becoming Hokage won't make everyone accept you. Everyone's acceptance is what gets you there.
Therefore, Naruto indicated that Sasuke did not understand Itachi's way of life, but he could not reverse Sasuke's decision.
Doubts of the past must be cut off and made anew. And I'll start with you.
I won't let you do that! I learned everything from people of the past!
I leave Sasuke to you. You're the one who can stop my little brother.
I'm never gonna let you cut that away!
In the final valley, where they had clashed once before, Naruto and Sasuke commenced their last battle ever. Without a means of changing Sasuke's mind, the situation appeared hopeless. But...
What's wrong? Don't tell me you've given up already. Is it really that easy for you two to sever your connection? It isn't.
Just like Obito and me. Your connection with Sasuke can't be severed that easily.
Remember, you didn't just reconnect Kakashi and me. My heart was so hardened. And it wasn't just me. You opened up a lot of other people's hearts as well. Enemies. People surrounded by hatred. People who rejected the other villages. People who were hurting inside. Even the tailed beasts. You were even capable of solving the problems of the world itself. Now, there's only one person left. It should be easy for you to save a stubborn friend, right?
Yeah, you'll be fine. Remember that you bear the encouragement of all those people on your shoulders. The connections you've made with your teachers and your peers, the hopes of your friends. If you don't have enough power, then just borrow it from their hands. Because, Naruto, that's all the power that you created.
Your heart isn't dead yet.
If he's submerging himself in darkness, then just use your hands to pull him back up.
And if he tries to shake you off, then scream to wake him up.
There's no such thing as a feeling that cannot be conveyed.
Everyone believes in you, Naruto.
You make the impossible possible.
Naruto, that's why.
You need to get back up already.
Don't be afraid to look stupid as you struggle.
That is the Naruto we know!
You can do it, Naruto! Connections don't disappear.
You need to harden your fist and stand up again!
Keep that fire in your eyes! Let out a roar!
Come on! Sasuke's waiting for you!
Go to him, Naruto. This is all for your sake.
For the sake of the future!
For the sake of your
friends!
Forward!
Hearing the voices of people he had once bonded with, Naruto rose up again. He would fight for his friends. During the course of their exhausting battle and clash of emotions, Naruto and Sasuke both suffered serious injuries. Unable to move, they lay side by side on a riverbank, where Sasuke finally admitted defeat.
I'll decide this issue myself, once and for all.
How can you decide anything by dying? You might as well live on and help me instead, if you're just gonna do that! What I want to do is cooperate with all the shinobi! Including you, of course.
There's no telling when I may stand up to defy you again in the future.
You won't do this kind of thing anymore.
How can you be sure of that?
Don't make me repeat myself! Come on, you're the one who still doesn't get it. Now that I think about it, I guess you always have been surprisingly dense.
Shut up, you loser.
After that, Naruto and Sasuke dispelled the infinite Tsukuyomi and safely released the ninja imprisoned within it. And that put an end to their long-running feud. Many days passed. By following his own ninja way, Naruto was appointed the 7th Hokage, satisfying the wishes of the people. He then continued to watch over the hidden leaf. And that, for the time being, concludes the tale of Naruto Uzumaki.
Of the two heroes who saved the ninja world, which one captures your heart? Sasuke forming a bond with his brother and close friend and casting out his dark desire for revenge? Or Naruto overcoming his lonely existence, saving his close friend and gaining acceptance from the ninja world? Let us know in the comments.
History's foundation has been restored. The Book of Foundation is the key to our salvation. Well done, you have carried out an important duty. The legendary Sannin, Jiraiya. There is a thing which only one who has woven history might understand. One connected to the past, beginning with the dawn of time, one who continues to shape the present. That is to say, ninja history is a tale with that individual at its center. The time has come to complete the tale. Write the title now. A title reflecting your heart's desire, held deep within your soul.